Hello! Welcome to Studio Night. I am back here hanging out at the Chaldea Studio. I was just here for Actoroke earlier this week where we play an RPG session and then turn that into a movie, and I draw live during the RPG session. And Peter Atkinson, the wonderful director behind Actoroke and World of Chaldea, has let me take over the studio tonight. Again, the second month we've done this, and I'm really excited about it. I just got all the information up on my website, so if you want to know a little bit more about Studio Night or keep track of it, if you see the posts and want to know a little bit more, or see the pictures of the test runs and the past studio nights that we've done here, you can go to my website, TinnelLovitt.com, and there's a Studio Night page with all the information and links that you need. You can follow my artwork on Instagram at cosmonaut_art, and that's where I post a lot of the finished work once I get some sketches done here, go home, and spend a little more time finishing off whatever I didn't get done in the studio. So tonight we're going to be joined by Helen Roundhill. She's still getting ready, so I cannot wait to see what she looks like. It's going to be a surprise for me and you guys, but they are giving us a Sea Witch theme. I am so sorry. They are giving us a beautiful Sea Witch theme. They sent me photos of some of the costume bits, so I'm going to be surprised, but I have a sneaking suspicion we're all going to really like it. So if you want to see some past sketches, what I usually do is I start with some gestures where I do a few 2-minute, sometimes 1 minute if I'm feeling brave enough, 2-minute gestures just to get the feel of the overall shape. So if you're going to draw along with me, we're going to start with a few of those. Usually 4, maybe 5 if it's just me in the studio tonight. I hope I have some friends online drawing with me tonight. These ones were from a past test, and you can see the difference here is great because this is 2 minutes just trying to capture the overall stance, right? Some shoulder shapes, there's some sword shape. And then you can see here, which is what I do next, a 10-minute or 15-minute pose, depending on how warmed up I feel, and just gives me a little bit more time to play with more shapes and shadows and see how much more of the form I can convey with less, because less is more. And tonight we have it set up to get some really dramatic shadows. This is from last session with Bryce Bebop as a pirate. Again, those 2-minute gesture drawings where you can see that I capture the overall shape. He had these big pantaloons, this wonderful coat that Helen had created, and I am really excited based on the coat that Bryce had, what Helen will be putting together tonight. Here you can see 10 minutes where I spend a little more time capturing some extra details. Oh, here they are. Are you ready to see Helen? Oh, that looks fantastic. I was just going over with everyone what we usually do. So do you want me to
I would love to
know what you're here to do?
Yes, please.
So typically, and you can come look over my shoulder. We're all just relaxing. So usually I start with a few gesture drawings, just about 2 minutes each, about 4 of them.
Cool.
Hopefully we're not blocking the camera too much. Okay. And then we go do like a 10-15 minute pose. So the 2-minute poses can be quick, dramatic, big, lots of movement because you're not holding it that long.
Yeah.
And then the 10-minute, 15-minute pose, you'll have to hold that a little longer, but can still be big movements. You can see, she's standing really big and crazy. Here's Bryce with the awesome coat you made.
Hello, Bryce. Oh, look at that.
And then
You really got him.
Then we move on to a much longer pose for a couple hours, and we will take lots of breaks.
That is stunning.
Thank you. So yeah, and I did take this home, and obviously I didn't have a pile of skulls as a throne for him. I just kind of had this.
Slacking.
So, I'm just so lazy.
Yep.
So yeah, so that's what we'll do. And with the long pose, we take it in 30-40 minute increments.
Great.
And then lots of breaks, lots of snacks. Hope you guys got some snacks at home. Okay.
Snacks for the viewing audience.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get going here. This is your stage. Just be very careful about the edges.
Yeah.
Drape things how you think.
Things. I have so much to drape, too.
You really do.
Literally just a 6-yard piece of fabric.
Oh, that's so cool. And maybe after our first break, if you don't mind, since it's just us, we can mic you up and we can,
Absolutely.
that way everyone who's
You can hear
tuning in can hear
having to pose for so long.
hear the model complain about being tortured. Okay, so I'm gonna get my timer ready. I did. I saw Peter had a little jellyfish in the back there, and I was like, yoink.
This is mine now.
I went in the back and found that awesome amber lamp because it has that little silver on it. Looks really cool. I'm pretty stoked.
So we're starting with a gesture.
Yeah, so I will let, and I usually call time.
Okay.
And I set a timer so we all can hear it go off and you can hear my panic increase. Because 2 minutes, you know, when you don't do gesture drawings regularly for like a month and then you come back to do them, it's panic inducing every time. Okay, whew, let's do this.
I believe in you.
Ready, go. Oh, that's beautiful. And I forgot how to draw. It is going to be impossible not to get lost on the weeds on this. Oh my goodness.
So many folds in the fabric. Right?
Yeah, like basically just a glorified stick figure, and I'm like screaming inside, but it's so pretty. Deserves so much more than a stick figure.
Well, you've got me for the next 3 hours.
I am so excited. We may have one more artist popping in, Sydney with Sean, but we will see. So maybe when we come back after a break, we'll get, oh yeah, I totally forgot how to draw a star too. Woo! Panic! You know those like Vogue magazine fashion sketches?
Like air tag?
Yeah, pretty much just, you know, stick figures but with fabric.
It's so true.
So that's what I'm going for.
Stick figures with fabric.
Yeah. Oh, so cool. I was not prepared. I like took up the whole page. Oh, but you have some really good shadows. That's an improvement from last time, I hope. I think one of the biggest pieces of feedback I got was that it would be really nice to have some dramatic shadows on the model, and I think we accomplished that this time. So, you look stunning. I cannot get over it.
I'm not the drummer. Am I the drummer?
Oh my god, there it is. Whew, okay. Yeah, I'm so glad you can't see this right now. Okay, so next one, I will try to draw smaller and not take up the whole page. These should be quick and easy for me. Also, I'm going to scooch just a little bit this way so I can actually see you.
See me?
Because I was like staring.
In the gesture drawing, there's just a harsh line.
Yeah, it's not you at all. It's just a really detailed drawing of the easel. Oh my gosh.
Love it.
Oh, and Rennie, there's a folder of music, so if you want to play the Chaldea music, if that's too much, don't worry about it. We can take care of it after break. And I might pull up chat on my iPad later, so whoever's out there viewing, hello, thank you for watching, and I'm really excited to draw. Okay, I'm just procrastinating now. I'm like, gestures are too hard tonight. Okay, ready? What are you, oh, okay, yep, we're starting.
We definitely work shoulders in the gym yesterday.
Oh yeah, so I bet this feels great.
Oh my god. I'm telling you what, I'm not doing anything tomorrow.
Now you're basically doing prolonged yoga, right? Like.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. You gave me foreshortening On like a stick figure.
I know, cruel. I can gesture a different direction if you want, but
Nope,
I think
too late.
that's you up at this point.
Committed. You just, I did that thing where I'm like, yeah, you don't need a head. It goes off the page.
Artists love headless people.
Well, I thought I was going to draw you small, and I definitely did not do that.
I loom larger than life.
True. Very true.
The best compliment I can ever get when I meet somebody who has seen me on a stream is, "You're so much shorter than I thought you were."
Oh my goodness. I cannot tell you, I have met a few streamers now, and it's so true. It's just a true, like...
It's just a true thing.
It's just a true thing where somehow, when it's just them...
Personalities are so large.
It's, yeah, there's something that happens where it's like you just think that they're this tall model of a person or something because they look so proportionate, and then you meet them in person, they're tiny.
I am fun-sized.
Yes. Wow, I'm actually doing a lot more than I thought I could in 2 minutes. I guess I'm slightly more warmed up than I thought. Or it's because I didn't draw your head. Probably
or
that.
It's because you didn't draw my head. What the heck, really?
Okay, let's do 2 more of these. And then I'll take a short break, come back, and chat at everyone just a little bit more. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's good. Okay. I'm going to scoot this over, and hopefully that's still in a good spot. If you're doing these gestures with me, I would love to know how hard or easy does this big shapes of fabric make it? Because it seems like it's making it a little easier on me somehow.
Like you get to sketch in the idea.
Yeah, like somehow drawing just a big fat triangle actually translates. I don't know, or just like a line, right? And it's kind of translating. Whereas I think some of the other ones, and I totally didn't mean to talk over you.
Well, that's all right. When I got into art and drawing, it was for fashion.
Oh, cool.
For fashion drawing, and there's nothing more satisfying than drawing a large swag of fabric and being like, yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
It's just swoopy lines, and suddenly, there you go. Chiffon ball gown.
Yeah.
And then you don't have to draw feet or legs. Oh, that's perfect.
See, what did I tell you? That fashion stick figure. That's exactly it. Okay, let's be bold and try to get a little bit of shadow in. Okay, I lied. Don't be bold. Don't be bold. Whoops. Too bold. Take it back. I want to get your head.
Back now, y'all. One sketch this time.
That. I need a full version of that.
Two sketch this time.
Okay, let's try to actually get your head in. Yeah. Maybe proportionate, maybe not. I don't know. Okay, got the head, but not the head where.
Use a charcoal stick.
We're making progress.
Use a charcoal stick.
No! You almost got eyes this time.
Ooh, eyes.
We're gonna have a little extra light for a second.
Okay.
I actually really, that gesture, I think you lost a leg somewhere in there, but it doesn't matter. That's not what that one was about.
I don't have one leg. This is huge.
The other one is sea foam and, you know, just dissolving.
Exactly. I'm Little Mermaiding it up here. It's a Little Mermaid. A lot of Lady Liberty somehow. I had this idea in my mind. I put it on, and then I was like, "Oh, you're just the Statue of Liberty."
Yeah, but like wicked.
Yes. Well, I don't know. She can have a secret life of her own.
Oh man. Oh, I love, I almost don't want to do another one because I'm like, nailed it. Okay. Whew, let's do one more.
Reach for the skies.
Oh, yeah. Do you mind doing, like, turning your body a little differently?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like even a.
Yeah, let's do a really big body shape for this one.
So I can do.
Can be your legs. Oh, there we go. Yep. I'm starting now. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Why do I keep not wanting to? You know what? Screw that. I'm gonna start over and actually draw your head. I do have an eraser. Let's just. I'm gonna cancel that and start over because I immediately keep trying to put your head at the top of the page. Okay. Yeah. Same pose. Same pose. Whew, okay. Let's do this. Starting. Okay. I'm gonna have to look up like tips and tricks for not drawing your head into a corner. Your hands are so elegant. I really love how the shapes you're making with those. Wonderful phalanges. Oh, you were?
I was.
Did you tell me that before and I
I
forgot?
don't think so. It's not generally something that I lead with. You know.
Just walking in a bar, I was a ballet dancer.
You should see what my feet look like erect.
There, yeah, oh, I bet.
Ooh, baby.
That's like, I was watching this documentary on hula dancing and it was like, if you know a hula dancer with good knees, then they're not they're not professional level yet. And I was like, ooh, throwing some shade.
No, I think that goes for just about every dance style. If you hit 30 and you don't have knee problems, you weren't working hard enough.
Right? Okay.
Or you made a deal with the devil.
Or that.
And I'm ready.
I'm ready for that deal.
I'm ready for that deal. You let me know.
That's like me and my shoulders. I'm always in a battle with the hunch, the artist hunch.
Oh, sure.
So it's always like, can I just trade my soul for never-ending shoulders that can do everything I ask them to and bear the stress that I ask them to bear? Oh. Oh, that was a good one.
That's gonna be so stressful. For me, it feels like forever, and for you, it's gotta feel like.
Oh, it's flying by. Yeah.
I did a Bob Ross paint along, and he's over there just add a happy little tree. And I'm over here just like, the trees are never happy, the trees are stressed out.
That is so true.
It's so bad.
So true. Okay, we're going to take a little break.
Okay.
And I'm going to turn around and say thank you so much for joining me tonight. Really big shout out to Peter. Thank you for letting me take over the studio. And thank you to Helen for being here tonight. I am so excited to get into some longer poses. Okay, cool. I corrected myself though. I corrected.
breakfast? What? all. Like,
Cool. Whoa.
whoa. That was exciting.
We're back, and I got Helen mic'd up so that you can hear them chatting too. And I'm gonna do some longer poses now. So get ready. I'm gonna try to ease into some real sketching here. Okay.
Okay.
I need to set an alarm. Let's do 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Oof.
Okay.
It feels like forever, but it's really not. It goes almost just as slow as the gesture drawing because I start to get lost and I'm like, have to push myself faster, faster, faster. Every time. It never gets easier. Which means the panic will still be there. Okay, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm starting now.
Let's do it.
Let's do this with the whole easel in my way.
See, what I'm doing is I'm covering up my face to make it easier for you.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's exactly it. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure I get your head in this time. I love that starburst shape. I'm a sucker for this, like that really, really pointy starburst shape.
Right? It's all zip ties.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That is incredible.
I don't even remember what I made it for. I have this one. I have a gold one as well that I made. I made it for an art installation in a window.
Wow. Any cosplayers watching, I mean, if you didn't know that trick, you know it now.
You know it now. Yeah, no, for that I made a whole, like, macrame angel wings and halo to hang in a window so people could take pictures with it.
That is so cool.
And now it sits on my altar to Carrie Fisher. You know, casual.
Yeah, just, yeah. As everyone should have. Okay, I am struggling. I think I need to bring my easel a little higher after next break. But, gotta make it happen.
I believe in you.
Fabric is doing just really incredible folds and chose such a beautiful, I can't wait for the long pose.
I found this fabric in the fashion district in LA and was just like so delighted by it. And I was like, I need to buy all of it, obviously. And I was astonished that they were selling it for under $5 a yard.
Oh my goodness.
And it is just the finest, like, color shift chiffon.
Yeah, it has such a really cool shift around the edges. I was noticing when I was playing with it on break and moving it around.
Yeah.
And it almost turns like purple and green at the same time.
Yeah, it's got like the weft is blue and the weave is gold, I think, which is super cool. So depending on where the light hits it,
yeah,
any combination of those is there.
Yeah, I definitely need to. I'm gonna hold it up like this a little bit. That'll make me feel better. Hopefully everyone can still see that just fine. Wow. You look incredible.
I'm starting to realize how much concentration goes into standing still.
Oh yeah. I don't doubt it for 1 second. And if talking isn't helping, you can just be like, shush. You can just shush me. Be like, shush.
Excuse me, I need to disassociate for a while.
Yeah. I need to cast spells in my mind.
Call my corners and throw on a... Throw on a protection spell for my poor little hands.
Okay, let's see if I can get your gorgeous. I want to convince, there's so many people in the gaming community that doodle, that draw. When I went to Gen Con last year, there's some people I met that just, they have been sending me their paintings and their drawings, like, look what I did, I got back into it after we talked. And I was kind of thinking, like, man, what if I could convince Gen Con to, like, let me do, like, take a stage and be like, hey, everyone, come draw with me.
Oh my gosh, I would be there.
Could you imagine that?
Oh, well, yes. That's an amazing concept. I
think that would be pretty cool. Goals,
and
one
what
day.
a nice, like, antidote as well, because I know I found the con rather overwhelming at times, like, having a quiet place to, like, go and, like...
Yeah, just imagine walking in and whipping out your journal or your sketchbook, and you just saw, like, the coolest cosplay and got an idea.
Oh, absolutely.
And then you can just sit, listen to music, and...
You can choose, you either choose to draw what is offered via model, or either that or sketch your own ideas. I love that. I can't decide if I would want to model more for that or sketch. You're really torn now.
I'd have to do like a 40-minute pose and like swap out the models, because I know so many models that would want to
for sure draw my cosplay.
Oh my gosh. Oh wow, your face paint is incredible and challenging.
True. Please don't put more effort into it than I did, because I literally just took a brush and like bashed it against my face a couple of times and then came out.
I mean, it works. And boy, when something works. Okay, wait. How does that go? I can draw. There is nothing like trying to draw quickly to remind yourself how little you know of actual drawing technique. Like, you're not gonna sit around and noodle. And every day is different too. Like, I'm pretty exhausted, honestly. I've been drawing a lot this week for work, and I was a little worried about how my arm might hold up, so...
Oh, sure.
You know, if you get tired, it's okay to have a bad drawing day. Or like earlier with that gesture, I was like, nope, we're doing that again. So that might happen again tonight.
So what I heard was cut yourself some slack.
Yeah, amazing, right?
Yep. Be kind, because rest makes a lot of difference.
Absolutely.
I'm just glad that I could be here today. Speaking of like rested.
I had such a journey getting here. If you want to elaborate, go ahead. I am so thankful you're here. Oh my goodness.
Yesterday at I think like 9 o'clock at night, I was messaging Tinnel in a panic because I was still in LA. And LA is flooding right now, for those of you who are not there. And like, we drove to the airport in puddles that were coming up the side of the car.
Oh my goodness. I didn't get that story.
Oh yeah.
My gosh.
Like, there was a point where we thought the car was going to float away.
Wow.
And when I got to the airport, my flight was canceled. And so I was trying to reschedule it, and they couldn't reschedule it until Sunday. And I finally went up to, or stood in line for an hour up at the ticket booth or ticket desk, just please, I need to get back to Seattle by tomorrow morning. Because I was also teaching this morning.
you had multiple things booked. It wasn't just like, hey.
And like, you know, he was just like, there are no more flights going out of this airport. You'd have to go to another airport. And I was like, bet, let's do it. And he was like, you know, can you
broke him.
Yeah, he was like, I was at Burbank, and they're like, can you get to Long Beach? And at that point, it was like $6.50 for an 8 o'clock flight.
Oh my God.
And from Burbank to Long Beach is like an hour. And I was like, yeah, I'm desperate. Let's do it. And he goes, man, it must be pretty urgent. And I just like burst into tears, and I was like, I have dance students, and I'm doing a modeling thing, and I'm really excited about both of those things. And he goes, okay, it's urgent. And he booked me, and we drove the hour to Long Beach. Yeah.
Wow.
It was nuts. And then I got in at like 1 a.m.
Whew. What an incredible journey.
Look, I'm just happy we're here.
Wow. Do you mind holding that pose just a little longer?
Absolutely.
I'd love to get a couple pictures of that.
Sure.
Because from this angle, it was so moody and good.
Yeah.
Good and moody.
Okay, let's see. I think we were here.
Yeah. That other hand was just a little higher. And then just look at me like you're going to kill me. Yep, that's the one.
I give good death. Wait.
Some death for you, some death for you.
Death or cake?
Yeah.
Cake or death?
Cake or death. Well, we're all out of cake.
We're all out of cake. Death it is, I guess.
Oh, and feel free if you wanted to pick up the lantern or something.
Yeah. Ooh.
It's heavy, so if we're doing a 10-minute pose, you could probably balance the corner there, or
like, we can.
Yeah.
We can.
That will get very heavy.
That
you
will
could
get
you could
very
put
heavy.
yeah.
That is quite something.
Yeah. It's really cool looking though.
It is so cool looking. There we go.
We could I don't you just did so much working out though. I'm like afraid for your arm muscles. Oh, yes. Yeah, that looks really good. Okay. Get comfy. Let's do one more 10-minute, and then we'll take a little break. Get some snacks. How's Zoe doing? I forgot to give a really big shout out and thank you to Zoe. They are the camera peoples, the camera crew behind this whole endeavor. This would... Cool. Yeah, I have chat open. I don't see anyone in chat. I don't know if that's just my iPad, but hey, if you're here and you're drawing with me, thank you so much for being here. I put up my webpage and everyone's probably just waiting for it to be linked to my webpage later.
Oh no.
They're like, we'll watch it later. That's okay. This is going to be a stunning video. Because of my drawing, not because of the model or anything.
Oh, no.
Yeah, clearly.
Sorry, did you say something or was disassociated?
Oh my god. I need that in a shirt. Could you imagine?
Oh my god. We could sell it at Hot Topic.
Oh, a hoodie. And then like have it on the back of the hood part too. Be like, sorry, did you say something? And then like turn around. I was disassociated.
Oh, that's good.
We'll
or
make
like
this...
when you like pull on the strings, it comes up around the face. You know,
Yeah.
when you do like hoodie sphincter.
Oh my gosh.
And suddenly the words are...
That's perfect. I'm going to move this up just a little bit so I'm not hunching my shoulders as much. That's always
It's important that you're comfortable too, my goodness.
It's always a struggle with me. And for anyone who does a lot of academic drawing, I highly recommend a back brace. That's what I usually wear during actoroki. That's when you hear that Velcro. It's my back brace because that helps me stay very tall and use my shoulder, which I don't have today because I don't know. I forgot.
Look, it is a day for it today.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, it's studio night. We're just chilling. Oh, I liked the looking down, actually. Yeah, that's pretty cool. If you're comfy.
Absolutely.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's do this. Okay.
I'm going to be honest, I thought we'd started already.
Oh, no. I was totally procrastinating. Okay. I'm going to try to do the big shapes because I did not do that last time and I got really lost. So big shapes.
Drawing the minutia.
Yeah. Well, and it's kind of interesting when I go from gestures to, is it gestures or gestures? I never know. I just draw. I just make things pretty. When I go from those really fast 2-minute ones to like just more time, if I don't push myself to move just as fast, I get lost a little bit and my drawing gets pretty sloppy. So one of the things I try to do mentally is like push, go faster, less thinking, more drawing, and then it gets better that way. Tapping into that kind of subconscious muscle memory, having just done those warm-ups. Because if, like my last one, I'm really kind of not happy with it, even though you were in this beautiful pose, I just kind of got lost a little bit.
Almost like in judging yourself, you truncate what is possible.
Okay, Yoda, listen. Yeah, exactly. This is a life advice stream now.
If you want more Yoda-like, I don't know.
Oh, and yeah, we got the epic music for it.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. Just stand up here and spout off platitudes at you.
Yeah, just tell me how to live my life, okay? I need help.
Gosh, if I had the answers.
Right?
If I had the answers, I don't know. I was about to say I would have a better life, but like...
I don't know. I don't know. It's pretty good. We're here. Like...
I am pretty lucky.
Yeah.
Exhibit A, I'm standing here modeling as a sea witch. Like,
life
I could be an accountant.
Life really doesn't get much better. I was thinking about that today too. I was like, because Helen and I were talking earlier about, we're just kind of naturally high stress people. We're going to make stress for ourselves no matter what, kind of.
True.
And it's interesting because if I stop and think about it, this is a pretty good life. Like, I'm getting to draw a beautiful person
Aww.
in a theme of like pretty much my choosing, like I think we came on it together, maybe?
Yeah, I think so.
But it's like...
You threw out a couple of ideas and I was like, yes to all of those.
And I was like, okay, great, do one of those. But the fact that it's like, I get to, get my own model.
Yeah.
Oh, that pickup on the music, perfect.
I get my own model.
That's exactly how I feel. Why? I'll give you 3 guesses what I did to your head.
Did you put it all the way up at the top?
No. Okay.
My one tip is that I always draw the curve of the cheek going into the cheekbone first whenever I draw a human, because then I can't lose the head.
Oh, yeah.
I wind up drawing and redrawing it half a dozen times, but that's my, I will not lose the head.
Yeah.
Start at the cheekbone.
So one of the things I like to do with the long pose, and I noticed this a long time ago, but I think I got out of the habit, and I want to maybe try it tonight. But I would kind of do just a block out circle where the head generally is.
Oh, yeah.
And then come back to it at the very end, for the last session, because by then the model's relaxed, everything has been shifting around, and the face shifts the most, right? So by the time I come back to the head, the model's way more relaxed and not moving around as much. They're facing
everything else is shaking, but the face
is... everything else is just wobbling from holding it.
Oh, yes.
It was pretty amazing. I don't know if Bryce had modeled before.
Bryce's pictures came out great.
Oh, so good. But yeah, he held a snarl for like 2 hours.
What?
Yeah, he did. I don't know if I even did it justice in the art, but he
I thought that was fanciful on your part.
No.
No?
If you go onto my website now, and there's a photo album where you can see his snarl, and he held that, like, and his lip was like quivering, and I was like, buddy, like, it's okay. We could just take pictures. But it was incredible. He did an amazing job. All of us were blown away and like really just jazzed. How do you feel about your legs getting miles and miles long?
I love it. Oh, please draw me taller than I am.
Just add, a few extra feet.
Wait, I'm sorry. Are you drawing me like a Sailor Moon character?
Maybe.
Because, living the dream.
Right. I actually got commissioned to do a Sailor Moon couple, and their bunny as their Sailor Moon pet. It was adorable. It was adorable.
Now I have something that I need from you.
Yeah. Oh
Draw
my
me
gosh,
with
you
my
have bunnies!
rabbits.
I forgot that you had bunnies.
I would bring them, but they're terrible models.
Oh yeah, did you see how Megan brought...
Yes, I did.
I'm blanking on his name.
Audibly
Hyperion?
gasped.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. There's a famous dog of World of Chaldea up on my website. His name is Hyperion, I believe. Oh dang it, I ruined the shoulder. Ah.
But I worked so hard on these shoulders.
I did not do you justice. It's okay. If I just scribble enough, you won't even know.
Yeah, and just add a few more folds of fabric.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a big fat triangle. No big deal. I feel bad I couldn't talk to Sydney a little more. She stopped by. She was here for our very first one with Bryce last month. Oh, you're still here!
You're still
Oh my
here.
gosh, I couldn't see you!
Just quiet as a mouse.
Cool. Are you having fun over there? Sweet, I'm not alone. I mean, you don't. You count.
There's no one here beside me.
Oh my gosh.
I'm here to know.
It's different if you're dry.
It's just me and the sketch pad.
I'm so very good at putting my foot in my mouth. Which is why I make a wonderful, streamer, right? This lantern. Okay, originally it was a good idea.
My arm is also saying that. My arm is saying, what a great idea this used to be.
Don't worry. There's a chair that we usually bring up so that the long post can be seated and comfy. So definitely don't feel like you have to work as hard for... Just want you to lounge gracefully.
I can lounge all day, don't you worry. I feel like the Hermit tarot card right now with the lantern.
Ooh, yeah.
Looking mournful. Or like,
You
I
had
swear to God, if they don't get out of my swamp.
Yeah. More of that. Well, because you have this smile, like this very, like... So you don't really look sad.
I'll take enigmatic. Can it be enigmatic?
Yeah. Definitely.
Smirk.
Yeah.
Let's count the fools that got lost in my woods.
Oh, yeah. Definitely that.
Or I guess actually in my kelp forest. There we go.
Ooh, yes. Well, now you're giving me ideas because I love to try to add stuff later. So it'll be
like
really...
a pile of skulls.
Yeah, exactly. Bryce got his... Oh my gosh. How do I do this?
Oh my goodness, yes, can I please be collecting the souls lost at sea?
Oh my goodness. Oh yes. That's an idea and a half right there. Whew.
Okay.
Okay. We are going to take a break.
Do you want a picture of this one before I
Yeah,
collapse?
definitely. Just, oh no, there goes my pencil. I gotta turn that brightness down. There it is. Yes. If you don't mind, let me get a little closer.
Ooh, okay.
Sorry. You can put the lantern down. Don't worry about that.
All right. All right. I thought it was going. Ooh. I thought it was going to be
Oh, there. Yep. I'm gonna turn my brightness down just a little bit. I love that really kind of spotlight on one side of your face. There we go. Thank you.
I thought the table was gonna do more.
I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna hold the lantern
Okay.
and see if I can't take a picture through it
Oh,
of your
that's cool.
face, because I think that would be really fun reference
Well, I can
for later.
grab-
We can work together on
We
this.
can work together on this. What if we?
Okay. There's some reflections I'm gonna have to. There it is. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And then if I zoom out, because perspective changes. There we go. Cool.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see that.
That one's really fun as a reference. And then this one's great because of the way your hand is posed at the top.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, those will be fun.
Nice. All right. I'm going to go get me some meat and cheese.
Yeah. We're going to take a little break. Do you want me to
All right.
give you guys a send off here? Make sure you're stretching your hands if you're drawing along with me.
Stretching your hands.
Yeah.
What a good
Lots
tip.
of stretches.
Okay.
Lots of hydration. I'm going to hydrate with caffeine.
That's hydration.
That's
Yeah.
definitely hydration.
Oh, sopressata.
Oh yeah, remember the llama stretches that we did last time? That's what we need to do.
The llama
Am I still on? Yes. Okay. Let's see if I can remember it. We decided we're gonna do this every time for our stretches because you have to like pose your hands, right? So glad you're here, Sydney. Okay, you have to correct me if I get it wrong. So is it happy llama, sad llama, totally rad llama, super llama, drama llama, mama llama, moose. I am a huge fan of dad jokes, and that is just like knowing like that I can move my hands to something as silly as that just made me so happy the last time that we were here. So that's my new stretch routine, and I hope you guys can add it to your repertoire. Okay, I'm gonna get that caffeine that I talked about, and then we're gonna get into a very long pose. And yeah, I think we have some art slides from the last few sessions. So if we're gonna be right back, and you can take a look at those. You guys are seeing
Where
all
did that
the
come
behind the
from?
scenes. Cool. So we're
Okay.
gonna get set up for a more casual pose because I had the idea that they as a sea witch are reaching their hand down into the waves for maybe like a dead body that has been a lost sailor, a lost soul that is under their spell. So in order to do that, we're gonna bring up a lot of cushions and make it so that Helen doesn't die of numbness.
There, so we're
Ooh,
looking
that
at-
looks so good. Okay,
okay.
so let's squish
Can
this
you
in.
see it?
Yeah, I can. I think I can move some things around.
Oh
Yeah.
Oh, this is the life.
You
I
look
gotta
pretty
tell
comfy.
you. Yeah.
So let's angle this way.
Okay. Oh, I'll get back off again.
Sorry. I'm just gonna turn it this way and make sure. Okay, cool. So this is our sea rock.
This is our sea
This is
rock.
our wonderful sea rock. Cool. And then, yeah, as long as you can kind of be as
Yeah.
forward as possible here.
Sure. All right.
There we go.
Feel okay?
Yeah.
Little jellyfish right here.
Jelly dude.
And I think Peter has an octopus too. I'm gonna, just for funsies.
For
yep,
funsies,
yep.
throw in the
Look at that.
Yes, octopus. Octopode.
This is so great. Okay.
I love it.
I love this. Love this. Let's drape this a little.
More
up.
drapely.
So,
Ah,
pro tip if you're drawing with me, that's perfect. Either draw all the drapery you can now or later, because it will change. Okay, I'm gonna take a lot of pictures so that we can try to replicate this. After, oh wow, yeah.
I feel very like
You look
a
stunning.
Renaissance
Yeah.
painting.
You look like a Renaissance painting. This should be so rewarding to come back to. You can't smile. You have to be evil.
I have to be evil?
Yeah.
Damn.
Can you give me like a little kind of like attack? Yes. Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah, I'm not scared. Oh, wow. Whew. Okay. So we're gonna do our long pose. We're gonna do 30-minute increments here, because I think you'll definitely be wanting a break after 30 minutes.
Alrighty.
We got our dramatic music. Has everyone done their stretches and their drama llamas?
And their drama llamas.
Their drama. Did you see the whole thing? I'll do it again.
I did see it. It was
Oh my
lovely.
gosh.
I actually, when I'm teaching my students to turn and spot, we have the spotting llama.
Yeah.
So that, like, whoever turned.
Oh, to
Like,
look at. Okay,
yeah,
I'm gonna.
got to the end of the line. They put it at like eye height for the next dancer, and they're supposed to spot the llama.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible. Okay. I'm just locking in here. I will let you know.
I
Oh my
looked for
Well,
finned ears.
That's
I was gonna make some, and then
that is
and
the
then I got
beauty
in at 1 a.m.
of drawing, because we can draw those.
Yes.
Oh, I cannot wait to see
Making
those.
my dreams come true.
For those listening to us react, Sydney suggested finned ears, and we definitely I'm going to be drawing Helen with some finned ears.
I love that.
Okay, let's see. I might need to scooch over just a little bit. Is that okay if I just scooch this way just a smidge?
We will adjust.
Because I want, my shadow is on them. I'm trying not to be. How is that? Oh, that's so much better. Okay, cool. And then I'm gonna come in and push the fabric a little bit down and
Okay.
out of the way.
Okay.
So lift your arms and
Yeah.
then trying to push it so I can see more of your body. There we go.
All right.
Is there
Alright.
any chance you can scoot your body just a smidge forward?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Okay.
Just a smidge.
We got this. We got this.
We got this. Just like
Oh.
a butt scoot. There we
Like
go.
so.
Yes, thank you.
All
Perfect. Are you comfy? That's the most
Yeah.
important thing.
I could be, for you, I can be comfy.
Oh, I'll take it.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you want
How are your legs?
that or do you want that?
That's a hard choice.
I know.
Let's do something like this so we get more drape.
Yeah.
And as much as I like it going up there, it might fall, so we might as well just put it down. Okay. Yeah, there we go.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna set the timer
Okay.
for 30 minutes. 30 whole minutes. And then when the timer goes off, try not to move. I'm gonna come and take a bunch more photos since
Yeah.
we've
Continuity
shifted
shots?
around. Yep.
Okay.
And I might even, if we have some tape, I might even like put some little bits of tape around.
I love it.
Wah. Try not to take out the lights and cameras, Tinnel. Good job. Every time I sit down, this stool goes flying. Whew, okay. Oh, thank you. See, Zoe's got my back every time. Here we go.
Is this the eyeline you want?
Let's see. Yeah, yeah, I think so, because when you turn your head a little bit away from me, I can have more of your jawline.
So we want more of this?
More. Yeah, but it looks. Yeah. Right about there. And then how comfortable is that?
That's fine.
Okay, yep. We're doing it. Starting now. Ooh, and you look super wicked on camera. I looked over at the stream and it just looks like you're casting the most demonic spell. I love it.
I shall raise you from the depths to serve amongst my army of the undead.
Yeah.
You serve at my pleasure. I ask only your pain.
Oh my goodness.
I sound like Professor McGonagall. Oh, just you wait. I shall raise you from the depths.
Oh my god!
To serve as my army.
Oh my gosh.
You serve at my pleasure. I ask only your pain, Harry Potter.
Oh wow. I was not prepared.
I did a show last year where that is what they wanted from me. They wanted me to be the sort of middle-aged maid who, like, or housekeeper in a haunted mystery house who is constantly like, it's the werewolves, and they wanted it to be Professor McGonagall, and so now I got it.
Oh my gosh.
The first time somebody asked for that from me, though, was not last year. It was actually 10 years ago. And they wanted me to do I don't even remember what the show was. They wanted an impression of Maggie Smith making fun of Christopher Lee for wanting to be Gandalf. You shall not pass, he said. Yeah, it was very silly. I'm sorry, I'm moving.
No, you're fine. My brain is melting from your magic.
I'll stop.
It's amazing. I also think I've just kind of hit that I'm tired and I'm drawing mode, and like talking is now hard.
And now talking is hard. I mean, maybe you can like maybe you can plinko ball it into the pocket, and it's just going to be hyperfixation.
Okay.
Oh, what a tragedy.
Yeah.
I did attempt to curl my hair for this.
It looks good. It's got
good.
the perfect waves. Speaking of which, I actually kind of want to pull just a little bit of it forward because from my, don't move, don't move,
okay.
don't move. I'm just gonna, just because, there we go.
We're getting a little scandalous over here.
Yeah, but also there's something really magical about your, like not having to draw the cloth to hair
Oh, sure.
right there.
Yeah.
It kind of created a tangent.
Yeah. And a mystery triangle. We don't know what is what.
Yeah. So it's kind of nice when it's like, oh, obviously cut off from the hair, and then it as it kind of goes down, there's another. It just stops so many tangents from happening, and I can very clearly distinguish like what's what. I am going to have so much fun figuring out like what kind of kelp forest, lost souls I am adding to this. I really love the idea of you just kind of lounging amidst wave and rock.
Yes.
And it'll be really fun to see who else follows through with that idea, because I know a few of my friends are, hi Dazzle, I see you, drawing along with me, and they always have really fun ideas and additions too. So it'll be really cool to see what they come up with. And hopefully the shadows are just a little bit more dramatic. I'm just gonna let this music go.
This music's fantastic.
I'm just gonna show it up. All the music, again, thank you, Peter, from the bottom of my heart. All this music is World of the Chaldea music from the graphic novels that he put together and are on YouTube. So if you really love this music, definitely go listen to the graphic novels on YouTube. There's some serious drama. God, the music's perfect for this. Wow. Fabric.
This one definitely sounds like Harry Potter when they're in the dungeon for Sorcerer's Stones.
Oh, that's funny. I was thinking it reminded me of Star Wars a little bit.
Yeah, just like a little bit of everything dramatic.
Fair enough.
My dad's a big fan of Star Wars, but I have seen all Harry Potter movies, and I've watched the first one like 20 times.
Oh, wow.
I'm trying to think what I want. I want to do something really fun with your arm that's up by the octopus. I'm gonna have to think about that.
It could be part of the spell
Ooh,
casting.
yes, good idea.
And this makes me think of Hobbiton
Yeah,
a little bit.
definitely. Like
Or, yeah.
pre-witch era when you were in your cottage by the shore.
Ah, yes. The days of yore. The days of yore, before the ocean was polluted.
No.
Accidentally made one of your hands way bigger than the other.
I do that all the time. I'm always like adjusting, compensating.
Draw an air bubble around it so it looks like it's
Ooh.
enlarged by a
Magnified, yeah.
magnified. I say, as if drawing an air bubble is just the easiest thing in the world.
Yeah, like you're just, sitting there, doing nothing.
Yeah, I keep giving you like, I keep being like, well, maybe if you did it this
Yeah,
way. I'm not
do
drawing.
this.
That would be like,
Bubble for you.
oh, there you go. Like, I've watched Grey's Anatomy. I can do surgery.
Yeah, exactly.
I've had an appendectomy. I'm pretty sure I can do it.
I've had my tonsils out. Clearly, I know what surgery you need.
Yep, yep. We could just keep going.
We really could. It's too fun. Ooh.
I've been to Benaroya Hall. I could write a symphony.
Okay. Apparently, I'm still in that afraid to draw your head phase, but I'm gonna go for it. So just so you know, that's where I'm focusing.
Okay.
So let's do this.
So start moving my head a lot.
Yeah,
is what
definitely keep talking. In fact, just start singing and.
Do your siren song.
Don't tempt me.
Okay. Yes, take a step back.
Nose is your worst enemy. Besides hands.
Bodies are hard.
Everything's hard.
Clouds are soft.
No, I mean, but.
No, I know. I'm just being contrary.
Yes, clouds are wet.
Oh, that's true. They are wet. Less soft, more wet.
I'm going for your eyes and nose.
This would be a bad time to tell you I'm Pinocchio and it's about to get longer.
Mm-hmm. There goes my proportions. So here's a question. Should I make you look like slightly concerned, like you're really focusing, or I kind of like the softer expression. Try that real quick. Just soften your eyes, like you're just miles away in your own world. Thinking about maybe the past.
Should I give you a shark fin?
Absolutely. I'm getting tricked out over there.
Listen, I'll do what I can.
I don't know. I'm getting air bubbles and shark fins.
What about a sea serpent tail?
Ooh, yeah. I am definitely on the hunt to bring a mermaid into the studio. I think that will happen closer to summer when it's a little warmer. I
Yeah.
actually totally forgot to ask you if you would need a space heater, but it seems like you're doing all right.
I'm doing okay.
Yeah. You seemed pretty comfortable when you came in, so I figured you had it. We're at about halfway. My friend went to Arizona to visit her parents and they ended up stopping at the Tucson Mineral and Gem Show that was going on.
Oh.
And I was like, you can't just stop in. She's like, yeah, I know, it took us 3 hours. I was like, mm-hmm. But she brought me back malachite.
Ooh.
And it's the threaded kind, not the polished stone, but the kind with the threads that are spiking. And it just shimmers and catches the light. So I'm drawing your crystal crown right now, and I'm like, I need to draw the malachite.
Absolutely.
I love crystals. I'm pretty much a hippie. And all my best stories are always, find the hippie shop. Oops.
Find the metaphysical store.
Yep, absolutely. I met someone's pet robot, and it was a pretty swanky, fully functioning AI.
Oh, wow.
I mean, you know, to the degree that we have AI.
Right, of course.
It was one of the bots that, I forget what it's called. You can write on it. It's like the Segway.
Oh, okay.
But he had hacked it and written in different programming so that it could make decisions on to trust people or to say hi to people, make friends. And so he was experimenting with his own personal program. It was the coolest thing. It was in a crystal shop.
I would be worried about that. That's like a bull in a china shop, a sentient AI in a crystal shop.
Right, but it would he had all these wood boxes or very heavy wood pedestals that it was just zooming around. It was quite the experience. And so yeah, I forget. Oh, I'd have to pull up its name. I forget, but I took so many pictures, and because I bent over and said hi to it, it decided to give me a little heart emoji. And he said, "Oh wow, it decided to make friends with you." And then it followed me around, and I was like, "What in the Wally shenanigans is this?"
What in the Wally shenanigans?
It was wonderful. I made a robot friend in a crystal shop.
I love that.
Oh yeah?
Oh my heck.
Make sure your dad sends me pictures. Sydney finished her drawing and she gave so many additions. I cannot wait. If you don't mind, I can include it on the gallery on my webpage. I got a whole webpage up for studio night. If you go to...
Yeah, no, we definitely need that on camera.
Yeah. Here, come around the other way and then I can put it on camera. You guys have to see this.
I feel like whatever is on that page is my, like, best life.
Yes. Are you ready? I really love the bubbles. That is so great.
I cannot.
You know what? It almost kind of reminds me a little Avatar-like. Have you seen that movie yet?
No, not yet.
Yeah, like if Avatar was a sea witch.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
I'll get my dad to send you a picture.
Yeah, please.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I cannot wait to get a picture of that.
So I saw the first Avatar movie in theaters, and I thought I had turned my phone onto silent
Oh no.
for the movie.
Right.
And then naturally, as soon as they start like getting steamy, they're getting steamy, and I'm like, what a strange choice for the music. That sounds, and I
Yeah.
had it set to like a tune rather than,
Right.
just or whatever the heck was happening at that time. But I was just like, what a strange choice. Why does it sound so much like a cell phone?
And then one looks down.
Yeah, and I was truly flabbergasted to learn that A, it was me.
Yeah, oh my gosh, it's me.
And like once I realized that it was a phone, I did that thing that you always do where you're sort of just like accusatorily looking around. It's like, who would do such a thing?
Yeah, who would? Yeah.
Spoiler alert, it me.
Yeah.
It was the dog.
It was my emotional support bunny.
Yeah. Okay, let's do, there we go. Well, I've locked in your face. It's on the page. It exists.
I have a face, Mom, Dad.
It's a beautiful face. Finally did it.
I would like to thank the Academy.
I dragged claw marks where your hand is.
Nice.
Ooh, nice. So the hard part for me is with charcoal, I have to be very kind of like cautious about
Deliberate about where you put your hand.
just deliberate about every choice, every decision, how dark, how light. And I like kind of making it look a little inky and blocking out sections rather than trying to capture all these different values. But it takes time to build that up and like be
Yeah.
really choosy about it. Okay, let's see. So the spikes. Okay, so you look gorgeous, but in my drawing you kind of look a little gremlin-like.
Oh, so you captured my essence.
And I feel like you're all for this.
100%. 100%.
Just, like, it's subtle. Like, you don't really look like a gremlin, but it's kind of there. Like, I don't know.
Secret gremlin,
Secret
gremlin.
I had a another idea to add. Maybe, like flying fish.
Oh,
Ooh.
yes.
2 shark fins that are kind of like ladybug shells.
Oh,
Flying fish wings.
that's very cool.
I might be stealing that idea.
That's alright.
It's a pretty good idea. You're like do you like Studio Ghibli at all?
I do.
I had a feeling. You're like the evil version of Ponyo's mother.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Right? Yes, back down. You got 6 more minutes.
I'm into that.
Yeah, that's like, yeah.
My sister and I love Studio Ghibli.
I need to go to their theme park one day. That has to happen. They made
That's what I was thinking.
in Japan. They made a real life. You can go to the places of the cartoons. It's seriously, I'm dying to go.
I can't go. You get me inside of Howl's Moving Castle and you're not getting me back out again.
I love that movie.
Yep.
And another one that I really like. Is this Studio Ghibli? It's the Return of the Cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that one.
I just I just watched Whisper of the Heart so that I can watch Return of the Cat.
I haven't seen. Yeah, I watched Whisper of the Heart for the exact same reason.
I haven't seen Whisper of the Heart, so I haven't heard of it.
Oh, it's the first one before the cat returns, right?
Yes, that was what I was led to believe, but I haven't seen the cat return, so I don't know.
Yeah, I saw the cat
Yeah.
returns and I was like, what is he returning from?
Apparently,
go.
Whisper of the Heart.
Okay, I added your flying fish wings.
Yes.
They don't look the best though. Don't judge me.
This is a no judgment studio zone.
I'm adding them so they look, adding to them so they look better. Yeah, that looks way better.
My only regret about this pose is that I can't take advantage of your sorceress eyes. Sorcery eyes.
My sorcerer eyes.
Yeah. Sorceress? So I'm not saying that again. So,
Sorcerer eyes?
sorcerer eyes?
I shall sorcerize you.
Consider yourself sorceress.
Beware my gaze. I shall sorcerize you.
And now it lives on forever. I love when your brain kind of stops working and you make up words.
Mm-hmm.
My friend, a fellow streamer who is from Finland, lives in Poland, was streaming really late, forgot the word for sleeping bag,
Nice.
and said human scabbard. And I was in chat, and he was just like, you know, the human scabbard, and he's like, you know what I'm talking about. I was like, I do know what I'm talking about. I'm just gonna let you struggle for a little bit more.
There are a lot of places that my brain would go before sleeping bag on human
Yeah.
scabbard.
Yeah. There was an outroar in
I'm
chat. It was
sure.
so much fun.
Human garbage bag.
That is also adequate.
I too am a human garbage bag.
I deeply relate.
I deeply relate.
Okay, we just got a few more minutes here. And try not to lock anything down too much other than your general shape.
I just thought of a good word mix, but also a good joke.
Oh, please. Please
What
share
do
with
you
us.
call a catfish?
One would assume a catfish.
No, a cat and a fish cat.
A fish cat. What do you call a fish cat?
Cash.
All right. I like it.
Cash of the day.
So it must have been very good. Oh, here's a good joke that I made. What kind of cat do you put on a sandwich?
What kind of cat do you put on a sandwich?
A mayo coon.
Oh my gosh. A mayo coon.
Do you know why you put a mayo coon on a sandwich?
Why?
Because it's a cat in it.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Those are fabulous. I don't even have words. Okay. I think this is a pretty good, let's see.
And you're telling me Bryce held a sneer through all of this?
Yeah. I have very well documented evidence. I have a whole video online on YouTube. You're definitely getting webbed hands.
Yes. I did try to make webbed hand gloves.
Oh yeah?
They did not turn out as well as I wanted them to.
Good, do it.
It's gonna be shorter web
I think I'm gonna have some of your hair floating in the breeze. 'Cause I can. try to.
I'm gonna add little spurs on your heels so you can poison people.
Yes. I get cooler and cooler by the second. I got platypus spurs, flying fish wings.
I think a platypus is definitely your familiar.
Oh, I love that.
I kind of like what this eraser is doing to the. I had your spikes drawn, but the eraser's kind of messing with the ends of them, and I like that. I don't know. It's always
Got my spikes.
fun to figure out what kind of mark making one enjoys. Okay, so don't move. I'll take some pictures. We're on our first break.
Oh, I didn't move.
I saw that. Oh, I feel so bad. My easel shadow is in the way. I'm gonna have to scoot back a little bit. Sorry, people who are watching.
Screw you, people who are watching.
She doesn't mean that, Dazzle.
I don't. You seem like nice people. I don't mean that either. I have zero interaction with you. But if you're friends of Tinnel, you are friends of mine.
Oh, we have a question. Sorry that I missed it. What do you call the 5-point star on your chest?
Oh.
The
Yeah.
Is
like
it-
a
yeah, is
pentagram.
it a
It is
pentagram?
definitely an upside down star, so yeah, it could
yeah,
be. Or a pentacle.
pentacle.
It
Pentacle
doesn't have the
tented.
circle around it, so.
It isn't a full pentagon because it doesn't have a circle around it.
Oh no, Dazzle Pants, don't go.
No, Dazzle Pants.
She was lying. She'll have interactions with you when they see
sorry.
the art that you make.
Yeah, I'm so excited to see this art. All
Yeah.
right. Is it time?
I'm gonna go to the other side of you
Okay.
and take a couple more pictures.
I'm going to find the spot I was staring at before. There we
Oh
go.
wow, this draping is very inspiring. Okay. Yes, but now look at me. And now look at the ground. And then look at me. And then look at... No, I'm just kidding. But definitely look at me. Oh, yeah. Yep, that's the one.
I'm excited.
Okay, we're going to take a little break. Stretch those hands. Get some water. Get
those
some coffee.
llamas stretched.
Get the llamas ready.
Oh! I was like, I'm doing great. And then the blood flow came back.
I was
Whoosh.
definitely worried about your arm or your hip going numb in
The
that
hip
pose.
is fine. I think it's the arm is
Yeah.
at like an elevation.
Yeah,
so it's-
exactly. So definitely
Woo.
get stretched out. Ooh. That would, the off the shoulder. I'll have to get a picture of you off the shoulder
Yeah.
before you go because that's pretty cool too.
Absolutely. I'm here for it. All right, I got to
I'm
see
gonna
this
get some water.
masterpiece. Oh my goodness, this is very cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, wow.
It definitely got more sea urchin-y. I love that.
Yeah. Ooh. You warned me to, and I was like, I'm gonna be fine.
You know what's really funny is I don't have pictures up. I'm going to add pictures to the slideshow later. But when I did the test with Megan, I definitely gave her witch claws. And so I'm going to give you witch claws.
Nice.
And webbed
I
hands.
have these like dinosaur claws or
Oh,
raptor
that would have been
claws.
great. Yeah.
And I thought about bringing them, and then I was like, save it for a future project.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I love
So
this.
if you ever need a like bird person,
Oh.
I'm just like loading up like, can I do a druid?
Can I do
Can I
this?
do a bird person?
I'm going to have a list and be like, Peter, we need more than once a month now.
Can we just do it all the time? Let's make sure that we are.
You just show up to Actroki as a bird person.
Oh my gosh, yes. Just like, no, this is who I am now, Peter. I know you had a vision, and I'm here to tell you.
I love this idea of you just kind of morphing different bits and pieces into sea creature-y bits.
I love it.
So your hand just got real fantastical.
I love that.
Okay.
All right, I think that was more or less it.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna show off your leg because I had sketched it out. So I'm
Okay.
gonna come.
Oh, yeah, it did.
Yeah, because honestly, it looks a mile long, which is really nice. Because the fabric was kind of splayed out here.
Mm-hmm.
It's so pretty and drapey.
So pretty and drapey.
Let me look at the pictures. I think that
be
your knee
smooth
maybe
forward.
was a little bit more bent, but let me
Okay.
take a look.
I also think I was probably a little more this way.
Okay, let me look and compare. Yeah, your hips were a little more stacked and you were as forward as possible on that, which is totally fine.
I got stacked hips, baby.
And it's okay for you to be a little more comfy this time because I did kind of lock
Okay.
in your shapes, so I can kind of infer. And it's really that forward hand I haven't drawn yet.
Okay.
And then the midsection, I'm just going to lift your sleeve part here.
Feel free to arrange as needed.
Just because your hair is great. This was a little bit more
It was
open
a
if you
little
don't
more
mind.
open,
Yeah,
not
just
at
a little
all.
bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Very
Perfect.
cool.
There we go.
There you go.
And
More
then
open. We'll
this was a little bit
arrange.
higher. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I think that's pretty close. I think what's wonderful about... Let me scoot the shadow off of you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's... Your arm was just a little bit more forward here.
Okay.
But I also might be thrown off because the sleeves moved, but that's okay.
I
That's
can
okay.
move the. I can.
So I think you're good.
Okay.
I think you're good. Because what I was just going to say is that what's really wonderful about a live model session is you run into these kind of challenges and you have to either redraw or
Or
reference and adjust and reproportion, reposition, and that's just part of the challenge, and it's good to
Repro.
make your brain think about those things.
Yeah. Spatial awareness.
Yeah, that.
All right. I might bring this hand.
Yeah,
here
yeah.
to rest for a
I'm
little
totally done with that hand, so
Great.
feel free to do whatever's a little more comfortable with that.
All right.
Oh, and we have someone tuning in, Barry. Oh, Barry! And he said Infernal Chic is the theme.
Infernal Chic.
So good. So good.
I
And it's-
love that.
Just love that. Love that so much. Okay. So
Well,
yeah.
Barry, I'll be damned.
Right?
Infernal Chic.
Infernal Chic. Isn't that a mood?
Mm-hmm. Between Infernal Chic and the music that's happening right now, I immediately was just like, this is the Wednesday Addams drawing class.
Yeah. My dream would be to do a giant group model session.
Oh.
I would love to have you and Bryce. The tension between a pirate and a sea witch would be incredible. And I would want actual props piles of skulls for that, because I think that would be so cool.
Amazing.
Now, I can't decide. I love this crazy shape that I'm drawing with your hand right now, because I'm exaggerating everything about it.
Do you need more claw-like, or
A little bit,
like so?
but I kind of already locked it into the position that it was in.
Okay. No.
So
I'll
that's
leave it.
okay. So you don't need to. I think you'll like it, because it's a little more. It's a little softer claw, not necessarily like just effortlessly bewitching.
Like a crone hand as opposed to a bird talon.
Yes.
I like it.
The fact that you had that description ready.
I read a lot of books.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, that works. Oh yeah. You look so evil. I just looked over at the stream and it's so good. Oh, I might even rewatch and draw, like, from the viewer's angle.
Because there's some serious sinestra going on.
Yeah, like, I might zoom in on your face and just get a really nice portrait done.
The first commercial that I was ever cast in, and I was just bricking myself the whole time because I was like, I don't know how to act on screen. They cast me as an evil queen and gave me a bone tiara. It was rad.
That is incredible.
And it was for Amazon.
What? What?
Right? It was so good. Oh my gosh. Shout out to Tony Fulham for casting me in that. Like, they made me this absolutely incredible gown and corset, like, custom made to my measurements. The only problem was they made it thinking I would be standing.
Oh.
And I was sitting the whole time, and the corset was just a little long for the torso. If you're sitting,
yeah.
my legs fell asleep so fast.
Oh, no.
Because I was sitting the whole time.
Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh, but I looked great.
I mean, that's the important part, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do I look good? Okay, great. I don't need my legs.
Oh, my gosh, and they gave me this, like,
fall off.
blowout and smoky eye. Oof,
Oh.
oof, oof.
I heard this wonderful, hilarious phrase, smoked for the gods.
Smoked for the gods. Treat me like a charcuterie board and smoke me for the gods.
Yes! Oh my gosh! That is the most perfect line I've ever heard in my life. That is just perfection. I was not ready for this amount of perfection tonight.
I have a very particular style of romance. Smoke me for the gods, baby.
Imagine opening with that line on, like, a blind date.
I mean, that's how you get a bacon bro, let me tell you.
Oh. That's, oh gosh. I'm just gonna give you all my best lines because the way you say them, there's something else.
What my students are currently stuck on, you ate that stage, there were no crumbs left. And I'm like, what?
What?
I don't know, but they said it like 8 times today.
Oh, wow. I love the sayings that are
compliment.
around today. It's just like, what? Okay.
No crumbs left.
No
baby.
crumbs left.
Tens across the board. It's got the same energy.
It's, yeah. Ooh. I'm just kind of like really playing off of your shapes. I'm not.
Not married to them necessarily.
Yeah, you just have these really good inspiring shapes, and trying to play with the transparency. Transparency is always so difficult.
I have inspiring shapes.
That's what we all can hope for.
That's what we all can hope for.
That's all we want.
All I want is for an artist to be inspired by my shapes.
You know, I've never thought about what kind of like flattering feeling it is if I say things like that, because I'm just like so concerned with what's on the page.
Sure. Sure. Oh, one of the best, I was doing a photo shoot, and the photographer just kept being like, "Oh my God, you give great neck." And I was like, that's the weirdest thing ever. Thank you, I give good neck.
Yeah. I don't know how I haven't
I'm
managed to
very
see
like
it.
self-conscious about it now.
What? I mean, you
in like
do.
a good way. Just like, am I giving good neck right now?
I mean, I definitely see what he was talking about. You do give great neck, because your jawline sticks out in a way that the shadows are very striking.
I like that.
And it's actually very hard. Like, I'm always reminding myself to elongate my neck, because that's what keeps really good posture.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
I'm
yeah.
such a turtle. If I'm not thinking about my posture, I'm just...
That's what I'm going to call it when my
turtling.
partner and I look over and he's just hunched over working.
Hey, you with the posture of a shrimp.
That one even got Zoe, the camera crew behind us, just like giggling with the posture of a shrimp. Oh my goodness. Dead.
Oh gosh.
I actually really like how your sleeve billowed this time around.
Oh, nice.
As compared to the last time.
So we have a little extra added interest.
Well, it made a easier shape to draw. It's not all crunched in on itself.
Look, use that fabric to hide what you don't want to draw.
Yeah, exactly. I wish I could speed paint, because the way the transparency looks against your skin right now is divine. And I am going to be painting some of these reference photos for
So
sure.
delighted.
Now that you've said shrimp, I'm just every single time I curl up to like look at something on the page, I'm like, oh god, there's my shrimp.
I'm shrimping.
I'm shrimping.
Nice. Shrimps with scoliosis.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like there's a in the arms of the angels. Can you spare $5 a month for
That's
shrimps with scoliosis?
That's your next commercial. I want you in a shrimp costume.
I too want me in a shrimp costume.
That's it. That's the next studio night thing. I'm gonna get all. That's
Not
my
enough
group
attention
theme.
is paid to this suffering demographic.
What I mean, could you imagine like tuning in and it's just a pile of people dressed as shrimps? Like,
It has to be a pile though. It's not a line.
No, it can't be one. It can't be one shrimp.
Oh no.
It doesn't work like that.
Here at Shrimps are us. We believe that every shrimp deserves
Every shrimp deserves.
to walk straight and tall and proud. Starting with Tinnel.
I'm dying. I can't. I'm supposed to be drawing. Stop it.
I'm sorry. Whew.
Oh my god. I kind of chunked out your curls in a weird way, and I like it.
Nice.
Like, it almost looks kelpy. Like,
Ooh.
like they just look thick and seaweedy, and I don't mind that. At least to me, that's how they look, so.
Oh man, I was totally gonna bring a fishing net as a veil, and I forgot.
We have one, but here's the thing. We just did pirate with Bryce, so I wanted to try to make it look very different.
For sure.
And I hope Peter is seeing that we put his little sea creatures to good use, because that's hilarious.
So. They're so cute.
It's perfect. It's like we got props. Got props for days.
We got props for days.
Is this 2B? I've been kind of... This is 6B. I don't want to do that. I just want something a little sharper. There we go.
I am the kind of monster that is like, I have a mechanical pencil and a 4B pencil.
My arm
That is
hurts
it.
just from you saying that. But I have some really nice sharp pencils to give you some wisps.
Ooh, yes.
Give you a little billowing wisp action.
Make me wispy, baby.
Wisp into the wind, into the gale that you brought with you.
Yes.
So I drew...
I came in character.
Yeah. I got a text. I'm blown in like a gale. She was prepared. They were prepared. They were prepared the moment they landed.
It's like, I have 20 minutes. I truly, I was looking for something that I didn't need. Like, I have these incredible thigh-high boots that I was just like, yes, this is, if we're going, you know, leather and strappy and all of this.
Yeah.
Like, these boots are it. And of course, that's silly. But you would think it would be easier to find a thigh-high pair of lace-up boots. Like, you would think they would be, you know, hard to lose. And as it happens, I could not find them anywhere.
There we go. Gonna add some wisps. I was listening, but my brain...
No worries. But yeah, the reason that I was late is because I couldn't find these boots. And then I got here and I was like, why would I as a sea witch want boots?
To stomp the dead souls beneath you.
You know what? Fair enough. And now I regret everything.
Now you remember. Very important. Sea witch stomping.
Sea witch stomping.
Those boots are made for walking.
Walking on water. Okay.
Tread on me.
Okay, let's really get some inky shadows in here. I love this. I'm just creating a waterfall of charcoal right now.
I love
but
that.
it's cascading right next to your hand, so it just looks like magic.
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 Do you believe in magic? I really like the idea that the folks at home are seeing a very evil version of me, and we're just getting like, do you believe in magic? Ooh. You know?
We're just giving like humorous vibes the whole time. They're like,
Right.
shut up, we want to get into the
feel of this.
into the infernal chic.
Give me infernal chic. I want to damn your soul, ooh.
Could you imagine actually meeting a character like that? When
Oh,
you're just...
look, I'm about to give away one of my best ideas ever, which is the Uwu Viking.
Oh, wow.
We come to pillage your village, Uwu.
Oh my...
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm broken.
I wish to drink the blood of my enemies, Ulu.
Oh no. What have you done?
Yup.
So, these are both 2B, so I don't understand why. Huh.
Or not to be, that is the question.
Yeah.
Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of an outrageous pencil collection.
You and that music. Chills. Truly. So I did not set a timer, but I'm just going to set a timer now
Okay.
for another 5 minutes because that will be roughly 7:30, and then we'll have the last 30 minutes.
Great.
So,
Awesome.
and our last break will just be a little shorter just so that I can try to stay in the groove. I cannot wait to see everybody's art of Helen and their witchery. They are giving off today.
I was so excited when you said Sea Witch.
Yeah? Oh, good.
Yeah. I mean, truly, like, give me a theme. I will do it. But yeah, it's like.
But Sea Witch.
But Sea Witch.
Okay, so not the complicated part here, but I think I might. And when we come back from our next little break, if you are drawing along with me and you were drawing something important and you need me to adjust it, just say so in chat. I'll check chat before I sit down and tune out the world. Because I'm very, very thankful for you guys being here with me. I would probably be spending my weekend drawing like this alone in my studio, but now I don't have to be alone. I can be with this amazing sea witch.
Yeah.
As long as she doesn't curse my soul.
Oh,
No, no big deal.
only consensual cursing here, I promise.
Consensual cursing. It's fantastic. I'm gonna remember that the next time I'm playing D&D.
Only consensual
Only
cursing.
consensual cursing.
Good sir, do you consent to a curse?
That sounds like an infomercial, and I love it.
Did you consent to a curse without your realizing what it would entail? Were the side effects more than you had initially bargained for?
You may
Well,
be.
here at...
You may be entitled to compensation. I think we killed Zoe again.
Here at Curse Reverse...
Curse reverse! I love it.
We believe that the small print is too small to be ignored.
I love the idea of an Art Nouveau advertisement with you looking super evil and just in that Art Nouveau font, Curse Reverse.
Yes. The only tonic for the... I love it.
You know what the best part is? Like, this isn't even drink and draw. Like, we're completely sober.
Oh yeah, no.
We're just
weird.
We're just this weird. Love it.
Yeah, seriously. Anytime you want me back, I am having the time of my life right now.
Well, and it's fantastic because I'm building up all these really wonderful connections with wonderful people
Yeah.
who are really into creating their own designs and their own costumes. And what's great about that is I'm an artist. I'm always going to need models. It doesn't matter if it's here, it doesn't matter for my own personal work, like, and I know other artists who will also want and need models. So I really have been enjoying the connections that Studio Night has been reinforcing
I love that.
and bringing about, because it really was all people that I sort of knew through Peter, through working with him on Actoroki. And now it's just really solidified into this network of creatives. We're all really creative. We're all creative.
Creative people.
Zoe's creative in how they want to frame things, and they're always helping me figuring it out, where to, put the model, put the lighting.
Yeah.
And then, just how you piece together the outfit. Oh, and it all really works. I'm probably going to spend the last half hour just on the fishnets.
I love it.
Oh, there we go.
That's the.
That's
am I holding again for pictures this time?
No, we'll just kind of shuffle it into place,
Okay.
and if anyone is drawing. Oh, Dazzle says, I can't pronounce that word, Dazzle. I'm brain dead. Mesothelioma. What's that word?
Mesothelioma.
Yeah. Listen, I'm so
You
tired.
may be entitled to. We've
so...
been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
Yes. Okay, I would like to take an in-progress shot of
Yeah.
my art in you, because I'm going to be finishing my art soon. I want both in focus. Why can't I have everything? Yes, more of that. That was perfect. I got it too.
Did you really?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I was not gonna miss that opportunity. Actually, so we're gonna take a little break, and then we'll do the last long part.
Great.
Do you want to come? I'm gonna get your reaction here. Do you want to come?
Okay. All right.
Look at yourself. Gremlinized.
My gremlinized self.
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta get first reaction
All
here.
right. Oh, that's very good. Yet that is everything that I wish to be in this world.
We're getting there.
Oh my gosh.
So the question is, do I give you fishnets or scales? Yeah, I'm kind of thinking scales, right?
Or patches of scales?
Maybe some markings that turn into darker and darkness. Because I want something very inky and black.
Yeah.
And it could be like the waves, because I'm kind of picturing you see how your fabric is going to come up?
Absolutely.
I'm going to steal the floating fish idea. I'm going to have fishies kind of coming up through, around you maybe.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking a really dark wave here. So if I do a really dark pitch black wave, then your legs don't need to be pitch black.
Yeah. But it almost, it almost looks like
more like rock.
Like the curve of a wave coming over.
Yeah, definitely.
And
the fish
the
coming
sea
out.
Foam.
And then obviously the soles.
Ears are everything.
You see what I mean about not gremlin, but kind of gremlin.
They're very I played a little goblin, and they're very like my goblin ears.
Oh, perfect. Nailed it.
Oh my god, I did think about bringing them, and then I was like, no.
No, you didn't. Yeah. No, this is
amazing.
So much fun. And
wow.
I kind of captured the sheer here.
Yeah,
I think,
you did.
I
was really stunning.
Oh, I missed a strap. Okay, I'll have to go back in.
I have to go back into my cleavage. This is the best my cleavage has ever looked, by the way. A+, thank you.
It, blew me away.
Wow, that's stunning. I cannot wait to share this if I'm allowed to share it.
Oh, of course.
Yes.
And I have my website up now with a webpage about Studio Night. I know I said that earlier, so sorry for being a broken record, but if you're just tuning in now or need to hear it again, it's TinnelLovitt.com. And Studio Night's right there. It's going to tell you the schedule, all the links, and then at the bottom, as you scroll down, my webpage will have little galleries that you can click on for each Studio Night that we've done this, including the 2 tests. I did 2 test runs.
Cool.
So there's already 3 galleries where you can see the art and the model. And then there's 1 video already on YouTube. So, yeah.
So friggin' stunning.
Okay, you guys, last break. We can do this.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
I'm gonna go drink the rest of my coffee before it's too late and it keeps me up all night.
You're right. Okay.
There we go.
Let's check the chat. Is there anything that needs to be moved, everybody?
Everybody. Yeah.
If there is, I'm sure it'll pop up in chat and I can move things around. Okay, I will. 15 minutes.
Okay, we got this.
That's actually, I feel like that's perfect for me tonight because I managed to get
You got so
so
far.
much.
I really did not think it was going to be that detailed.
I got much further than I anticipated. Normally I get to this point and then I go home and I try to finish it a little bit more. But I think I might be able to get most of my concept out tonight. And yeah, just to follow up with chat, I'm sorry I was busy drawing. But yeah, Gen Con has so many cosplayers there. They do a huge parade and I saw everything, full masks, fake weapons, the whole shebang, like the ultimate cosplay of cosplay. I was hanging out with David and he had a custom ogre mask. That
cool.
was what's the word? Is it silicone? Is that what it is? No. What's the material that's squishy and fleshy?
Oh, I mean, so we can have latex, we can have latex foam,
Latex,
we can have silicone, we can have
yeah.
silicone foam.
Something like
prosthetics
that.
in general are really cool.
Yeah, he had a full custom mask that he was just pouring sweat in. Keep in mind, if you're going to Gen Con and you're going to cosplay, it is very hot. Very warm, and the parade does go outside. So if you're gonna be in the parade, just be prepared to sweat your butt off. That was kind of my job, was keeping him hydrated and not dying.
Bless.
Which was kind of funny because I was not in cosplay and I got to go with the entire parade.
I did not bring any of my cosplay to Gen Con last year, and I was so sad. I didn't really have time for it, but
Yeah.
I wanted to.
Oh, I think I made your foot a little too small.
Oh, my little dainty
Your
fairy
little dainty
feet.
foot. But you know what? I love how this eraser is smearing things around. And I'm going to make it a little more fin-like, maybe.
I love that.
And my pencil also got really fat. So I'm going to switch to a little sharper here. I have two different 2Bs that are in theory the same, but one is drawing more like graphite and one is drawing more like charcoal. So yeah, it's weirding me out a little bit because I keep thinking in terms of the chunky, inky charcoal and then getting these
graphite.
almost like mechanical pencil lines. So
I
it's
was
definitely...
at a wine tasting the other day that referenced the wine had hints of pencil shavings, and I was like, I am not super enthused about that. I do not want to be like drinking wine and being like, I'm in the 3rd grade again.
Not the wine for me.
Being made fun of for having glasses and being into fantasy.
Goodness.
I just want to drink my wine in peace. Although maybe that's what drinking your wine is for, is to work through those
pencil shaving moments.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So true story. True. This is a formative moment.
Very
for me.
true. Core memory.
When I was in, I don't remember what grade it was. I was in elementary school at some point, maybe junior high. I don't know, somewhere in there. At that point in time where you desperately don't want to be embarrassed, and I was just such a know-it-all. Like, I wanted to answer every single question all of the time. And I was just like, I am good at everything. I'm good at math. I'm good at writing. I'm good at... I was annoying. I still am, but, in a much more vocal way. And so they were like, can somebody solve this equation on the board? And, of course, my arm shot up.
I feel like school teaches us to be annoying, honestly.
Right? And they were like, the teacher was like, anyone, literally anyone but Helen. Or at least that's what it felt like to me. And when
Yeah.
nobody volunteered, they were like, fine. So I like got up, I flicked my hair over my shoulder in a very, and imagine this hair, but like twice as much of it and even longer. And
wow.
I flicked it over my shoulder dramatically just to let everyone know that I was better than them. And I started walking to the front of the classroom, and I got jerked back violently.
Oh my.
And I
Who did
fell
this?
backward. And when I realized what had happened, I was staring up at one of those wall-mounted pencil sharpeners
Oh no.
with a giant chunk of my hair wrapped around the handle.
Oh my god.
From flipping my hair.
Oh,
Like the
okay.
little prepubescent butthole I was. Yep. And I was I think that was the changing point for me. I was like, I'm too embarrassed to try to do math now.
Like that's what did
that
it.
was the turning point. I was gonna be a doctor or a physicist or something with math. No, because of that fatal day and that pencil sharpener and my own hubris, I am an actor now.
Thank you, pencil sharpener, I guess.
It really feels like a full circle moment, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. Like is that what flashed through your head when she said pencil shavings in the
100%.
wine? Like,
Or actually, no, what it was you were talking about graphite, and then I was like, man, drinking wine and thinking about childhood trauma. There it is. I found it.
found it. That's the one.
And so now it's really nice to like be here and you to be drawing with pencils.
Man.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, it's so fascinating. A lot of the artists I speak to kind of go through this very same experience in school where drawing is a physical activity and it doesn't utilize the brain as much as muscle memory. If you do it
Or
enough.
it uses a more like
It's a habit. You're forming a
innate
habit.
part of your
Like
breathing, like walking, like
and typically
Yeah.
if you're drawing the same thing over and over again, you're not consciously thinking about it. And what do we do when we're kids? We draw the same thing over and over again. And that was me. My bad.
That was me.
oh.
And so one of the shared experiences that I notice is that we draw and we take in information around us at the same time. Especially when we get older and go to art classes, right?
Sure.
So when we're younger, that is even more so because you're a sponge. And in order to concentrate, I would draw, but then I would get in trouble for drawing. So what me and many of my artist friends did is I personally would stick pencils up my sleeves and I would put my art book inside my textbook.
Oh my
And
gosh,
then
I
whenever
love
we
that.
open, I would read ahead before class. Before each class, I would just sit there in my break reading ahead so that I already knew what I needed to know so that if I got called on, I could just spew it. And
Oh, I
I
love
would have
that.
my textbook open and I would be drawing. I would pull my pencil out of my sleeve and draw. And then if I got called on, pencil goes in the sleeve and I pop up and say whatever it is that they need to get this done with so I could get back to drawing.
I still have all of my notes from college, not because I was desperately interested, but because all of my notes are full of doodles that I'm like, no, this is my art. So, yeah, I still have all of my college notes because every margin is just full of character sketches.
That's
sketches
so
of my
cool.
classmates, like sketches of whatever we were talking about. I think I have a bunch of sketches of Isadora Duncan.
What?
Dancer performer. We were talking about theater history, and I have pages of sketches because she's such a dynamic performer with really beautiful. She really used like flowing fabric
Yeah.
as part of her dance form, so it was less about the form of the body and more about the form of the costume or the flow of the fabric.
Yeah.
And so I have all of these sketches of her in my notes from school.
That's really cool. I kept a lot of my sketches. I kind of love, I don't know, I'm going to figure something out here. So,
Okay, all right.
my brain.
Focus, everyone. Chad, stop making so much noise.
Yeah, how dare you, Chad. This is probably the closest finished I've come. I'm going to actually use the model in front of me for the last few minutes instead of getting carried away with what is not in front of me. And try to give some netting, because I do love, yeah, I do really. I have this that scratchy fine tip. It will come in handy for that. I think a nice trick with fishnets is you don't have to do. Everyone wants to draw all of the lines.
No, you can.
And you can just hint at them.
the idea.
Yeah. It really doesn't take a whole lot. And if you kind of look where it's bunching up and forming the most amount of shadow, that's where you want to focus on making those fishnet lines. And you want to make sure that they're following the form of the body and kind of fading.
That's funny. When I was doing fashion stuff, I would always focus on where like the biggest curve in the leg was to accentuate that. I like that we have a different perspective on fishnets.
Well, it really depends on what you're trying to accomplish, right?
Sure.
I'm working with light and shadow and form, and so for me,
and I'm over here like make them juicy. No, I love. Like it's part of that artistic eye, right?
Oh yeah.
You use different things to affect a different or to create a different effect.
Oh yeah. Well, and there's oh no, my art brain is blanking on when you use lines just to follow the form with hatching and stuff. There's a particular name for it that I'm blanking on. And I will look that up and have that for you next month.
Form following lines.
It's a particular word. Circumference. No, that's not it. I'll figure it out because I used to do it quite a bit. And what's nice about that is that doesn't necessarily follow light and shadow. What you're doing there is following curvature and form.
Oh, sure.
Kind of like if you were to sketch out the pattern of snake scales without drawing each individual scale, kind of like what I'm doing with your leg now. But the difference is that I'm concentrating the lines where the shadows are hitting.
Yeah.
So that, I'm just letting those lines disappear where the light is.
I like that.
Which is one way to do it.
Well, and we'll also make it look more like scales, because you talked about, like, translating it into scales.
Yeah.
Scales kind of disappear because they have that sheen.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool. Tinnel, you're such a good artist.
Oh my god, it's like I, went to school or something.
What? That's crazy.
Yeah.
You didn't pop out of the womb already good at art?
Oh my gosh. This is years and years. I guess I should probably talk about myself a little bit.
Yeah, please do.
But yeah, I actually did go to school twice. I put myself through college the first time around for traditional art, got done and was like, oh yeah, I need to make money. And so I went back to school for digital art.
Oh, that's cool.
And learned a lot about 3D, actually. So a lot of skills translate across different art fields if you practice drawing, because drawing is just kind of thinking about light, shape, form, flat versus round, and how to make that happen on a 2D surface. And you actually need pretty extensive three-dimensional knowledge if you want to make more realistic drawings. And so you have to be able to kind of see what's happening in front of you in terms of 3D space. Like, why is it wrapping around this way? Because there's no actual lines. There's just forms and light and shape. So going back to school for digital art and learning the 3D stuff, I already had this really, really locked in base of traditional art background, and that helped me so much. That just kind of, because I already knew how to think in 3D because I had been doing it so much with my art. So when I started sculpting and modeling in 3D, it really just took off for me. I love sculpting digitally. I don't like sculpting traditionally, and I definitely gave you a creature leg. Okay.
That's fine. I am happy to be a little creature.
I'm just gonna finish your other leg here and we will call it a night. If that's okay with Zoe. Yeah. What do you think? Is it cool to finally see a finished one of these? I cannot wait. I'm gonna definitely add the waves and the fish and the captured soul, or two, who knows, below you. That will be really fun. I really want to see it. I think I'm gonna make some really dark. I'm still deciding if I'm gonna make your foot get really pitch black. I think I want to. Should I just do that? Should I just go for it? And then hate it and be like, I ruined it.
Trust the process.
Yeah. No, I think I'll save that for off stream because I can't make a decision right now. But let me get some netting on your bottom leg and I think we're gonna call it a night.
You're so cool.
Oh yes, it finally happened. I wish I had read this sooner. Poor unfortunate soul.
know.
Yep,
I was thinking about that all day.
someone amazing and wonderful has said that in chat. You are my hero. Thank you.
I love it. Poor unfortunate soul.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So sad. This one wanting to be thinner. That one wants to get a man.
Should I help them?
Mm-hmm.
And then suddenly we're at YouTube Disney karaoke all night.
Please don't take us down, Disney.
Yeah. Okay, so your bottom leg is curving a little differently than how I originally drew it, so I'm just gonna fix.
You need me to?
Nope, no. I'm gonna improvise here and give a really nice stark shadow to try to capture how it could be kind of curving now. I think that definitely helps. And then I'm gonna give it a little smoochy smooch. I don't usually smear because that can get real messy and I lose a lot of that really crisp, inky feeling. But tonight it's really working. So I'm gonna roll with it.
It's the spirit of the water.
I'm gonna give that. Where's that? I'm losing my pencils. Oh, I love that negative space. Oh. So the perfect song to end on too.
So ominous.
Oh yeah. Okay. I think we're gonna call it there. I have a little bit more on this arm to do, but what a night. What a wonderful night. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to stretch. Don't forget to hydrate. And if you drew along with me, please, please, please find me, message me, tag me on Instagram. That's the easiest way. Cosmernaut_art. COSMERNAUT. So hopefully you can find me there. And yeah, it's been a wonderful night. Thank you so much for joining me. Next month will be March 18th. We're still in February, right? So yeah, March 18th, Saturday, 2 to 5 p.m. Pacific. That is the plan. If anything changes, you will know on my website and on my Instagram. My website, tinnellovitt.com. See you next time.